This one was like a $400 computer that I got with a $400 monitor.
Nothing wrong with
It is a
$400
cheapo
monitor.
computer. No, absolutely not. I love it.
This computer's been with me. This freaking computer. I hate this computer. I have Windows XP on. Let's just put it that way.
What's wrong with XP? XP is way better.
I like it. I don't know.
Really good. It's
I
Vista
just
that you
complain
really
about it all the time. Oh god, I had to use a laptop with Vista for a while. That was
Okay,
that
Vista's
was
pretty terrible.
Yeah, my laptop has Vista on it, and I pretty much don't touch the thing. It's kind of like it has computer leprosy to me. I don't want to touch it. Oh, what the suck?
Or you don't want to get the whatever you've got there. That's terrible, Lars.
Oh yeah, no.
Trojan.
And like, I don't even think it really starts up anymore, since it'll randomly stop working at times because, well, Vista.
Vista's a valid reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vista is a valid excuse
really.
for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
That and blame little whore. But that's something you won't get until a little while later. For those who didn't know, I'm in the race thread, and I raced tonight. And I did terrible.
Oh, how'd you do? Oh,
But hey. I got
your
first place out of the people.
Nobody plays Mega Man.
Mega Man 5 is actually pretty fun. It's not deep. It's not the better ones, but it's fun. Then again, you're looking, not looking, but you're listening to the person talking who loves Mega Man 6 to death. So.
Well, Mega Man 6 not that bad. I mean, between 4, 5, and 6, 6 is pretty good. 4 is just terrible.
I have never played a Mega Man game.
That is a problem. That is a major problem.
Is it really?
Oh, and the chat. It kind of is. I mean, Mega Man is kind of the basis for all platformers today. At least 2D. That and Contra.
Basically, when you're talking about old school difficulty, Mega Man rises up to the forefront.
I wouldn't even say that. Like, a lot of people think Mega Man is really, really hard, and it's not. Unless you make it hard on yourself. But it is definitely the type of game that was hard back then, and still retains a little bit of its difficulty today.
Well, I'm talking about the
I
good
would
type of old school difficulty, where you have to, you know, actually learn the enemies and the level layouts and stuff.
Like, figure it out, such as some good examples would be Castlevania, Contra. Well, Contra was like really bad, really, really hard at the time.
Yeah, Castlevania.
It was definitely
there hasn't
really
been.
good.
Yeah, there hasn't really been that type of Castlevania for a while. I mean, the last Castlevania really like it was Order of Ecclesia, and I think that actually killed the series. Like, after that they made Castlevania HD, and then they pretty much started everything over with Book of Shadows. And I don't know where it's going to go from there.
Actually, apparently, this is based upon rumors in the Castlevania thread that good old-fashioned Zeratanis is doing. Look at me just plugging so many forum threads. They're
Hey guys,
apparently...
I'm totally in the race today, and hear that thread?
You know Simply Simon? Yeah, that guy?
You know that Simple Simon guy, and also
Yeah.
there's Simply Simon as well, if you remember him, he's updated in ages.
See, I'm actually a viral advertiser for all Something Awful threads. Along with
okay.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's the real way.
Yeah,
to
hey
join
guys,
the,
did you know
stream.
Voidburger and Super Great Friend are on What Up? Huh? Did you, huh?
No, really?
Yeah, no.
Did you know about this
Apparently,
really
like,
cool thread? Uncharted 2.
Oh, yeah.
At first it was shit, but now they're doing better.
Yeah, no.
Because they got
Honestly, I
info
don't go there
everything.
for Uncharted 2 anymore. I go there for Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is the best
God,
game.
okay.
Oh,
best
that
West
game.
game.
I remember Deer Hunter and my father being absolutely obsessed with that game and just not seeing anything fun about it. And then I played it, and it was fun.
Oh, goodness.
dear Hunter 2000. Look what you've done to me.
You know, that
Shaped
kind of
me
reminds me of
today.
this obscure arcade game that I used to like love obsessively and nobody else really got. It was this weird sort of driving zoology game where you're in this jeep and you're
Yoshi's
lassoing
Cookie?
African fauna. And basically you just go from stage to stage and like corral lions and stuff until you got to the final stage, which nobody could beat. Or it's basically you're trying to lasso a raptor.
What?
Yeah. You're trying to
Trying to
lasso
go to
a raptor your jeep and... Oh man. If any arcade game needs to go on Xbox Live, it should be that one, if only for the fact that people have to play it. Because... Oh man, it's so difficult to describe. Basically, you're part of this zoological team that's capturing African fauna for zoos. So you drive around huge areas, and you have this sort of like lever on the side that shoots a lasso out. So you're supposed to aim and like lasso these deer and lions and stuff. And of course, it has to have a final boss. So what better final boss than a Velociraptor, which was apparently hiding in the African savannah.
Oh, I get
Why
that.
Velociraptor? Why? What happened to the T-Rex? The T-Rex.
But you can't lasso a T-Rex. You can lasso a raptor. Even though, like...
You can also lasso like a Stegosaurus, or maybe not a Triceratops. Maybe a
you
Brontosaurus.
couldn't really lasso a Stegosaurus, because how could you get the ropes, you know, around those little plates?
Well, he has a neck. If you've ever seen if you know the anatomy of a Stegosaurus.
Yeah, but
he
they're
has-
actually low to the
he
ground.
Fair enough.
But anyways, no one could capture the raptor because they apparently programmed it to make perfect 180-degree turns. So you'll be chasing it and trying to raptor, and then it will immediately turn around and ram your jeep and cause it to explode, which never happens at all throughout the rest of the game because, well, the animals don't really run towards your jeep, they run away from it. So you can't really worry about getting damaged.
That is the dickest thing. It's like, they're not running towards
it is
you.
the dickest thing.
They're running away from you.
Wouldn't that make sense? Though I think animals would normally do that.
I just wanted to tell you about this really cool game. Ah! That's all I can imagine with Raptor right now. It's like, you can't catch me.
You know,
Huh? You want me to go ah? But I'm not gonna go ah. Devil May Cry 5.
yeah, DMC Emo Dante. I really hate that game because it's not like the other Devil May Cries where it's kind of tongue-in-cheek about all that stuff. It's actually trying to be serious and cool and ends up really, you know, sucking because of it. Also, the fact
really
that
came
like
out.
the game designer and Dante have the same hairstyle, so there might be like even a little ego thing going along with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot of really weird stuff about it.
I honestly don't doubt that. Honestly.
Maybe I should play Devil May
You're doing
Cry.
better. Let's just boot up all
Well,
the Devil
if
May
you have a
Cry and go through
PlayStation
them.
2, yeah, if
I do
you have a
have a
PlayStation
PS2.
2, get Devil May Cry. Get Devil May Cry 3. It's a really good game.
Devil May Cry 3
And it's
is
the only
fun.
game whose release date I can remember because I remember the non-special edition of Devil May Cry 3 coming out on my birthday.
Oh.
And that's the
That's an
only
interesting-
game that ever came out on my birthday because it's on February and nothing releases in February at all.
Nothing
It is
happens
the
in March
redheaded
except for drinking.
stepchild. Yeah.
Redheaded
February's like
stepchild.
the redheaded child of all months because it only has 28 dates and it gets a 29th every 40 years. Like,
That was like
If
September.
there's
because
some-
September's terrible.
well, September's the
we're talking-
Monday month. Basically, you know, September's when everything that you don't like, you know, when responsibility comes back up again, when you have to go back to school and start learning again. And your life slows back down.
So it's like one of those necessary evils that you eventually just come to accept and then love because you got something out of it. So it's like a
Yeah.
love-hate relationship that will always become a love relationship.
Or
So,
hate
okay,
because
now
like
we know.
you spent, or hate because you spent 4 years at college getting a computer science degree, and then they outsource it all to India. It's like, goddamn, what can I do with this degree now?
Yeah, I'm in that
Degrees.
position right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Trying to find a job sucks.
It does.
I've got an internship, and let me just tell you right now, it's I'm like 2 steps away from getting fired just because there's no work. It's
Like,
terrible.
where are you interning at?
What?
Where are you interning at?
What was that?
Where are you interning
I'd
at?
rather not. I would rather not talk about personal details over the internet with people.
Random people with that.
What,
Yeah.
you're afraid that I'd try and find you, stalk you in the bushes?
Yes, actually. No, I'm kidding.
He's interning in
To be
Canada.
honest, though, people have yes. You will pay $5,000 to become a citizen of Canada, and then you will go stalk me in Ontario, and that's all you're getting out of me, Ontario.
Actually, I'm probably going to become a citizen of Canada anyway, because, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to be a game designer, and all the cool companies are in Canada. Everybody else here in America has holded themselves out to Bobby Kotick, of all people.
What about retro?
Bobby
You
fucking
could find a
Kotick.
job. Really?
Yeah, really. Oh god, did you read the Eurogamer article where they went to Call of Duty, I think it was Prime? It's a really interesting article because it's written like with a dystopic point of view, and it ends out really sort of depressing, like where they're at the end of they're basically at the big party at the end where it's like, I think Kanye West is doing this big concert for all the people who were in the Call of Duty 3, I guess, beta tournament thingy. And it's like the reporter's there, and he's looking at all these nerds that are trying to hit on like the really hot dancing women, and they couldn't give a shit because they're stupid gamers. But it's these people think that they're hot shit because they won Modern Warfare 3 tournament, and it closes out with Bobby Kotick in like a VIP room enjoying himself, but Kanye West is there like staring at the clock, wondering when this is all going to be over.
God, they don't pay me enough.
It's really funny and depressing at the same time.
That sounds really, really depressing. Like
That's
basically the whole
I
event
need to look
was
that up
like,
now because I need to depress myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole event, I would say, is kind of like how a fighting game tournament would be if instead of having, those cool fighting game community guys, you had people from Xbox Live. It's people who are like openly hostile towards each other and trying to shove people out of the way so they could get their time with, the build of the game, and so in order to, win the tournament, and not really having a whole lot of fun with it.
That sounds terrible. That sounds.
I know, it does.
Wow. I can
It
barely
really does.
stand to get on Xbox Live because of the fact that people talk, and they did that. They
Yeah.
My God.
Well, it's Modern Warfare 3. It's not like Counter-Strike. There's no community towards it. It's just people who want to win.
Bitch.
Hahaha. John Picky Fight.
Jean. Whenever I think of anything like Jean related, I don't know why, but I think of Jean-Benet Ramsey.
Jean Benet Ramsey. That's also very
Oh my
depressing.
god, please don't let me die now, because that would be terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah. You don't look like you're dying, let's just put it that way.
I'm doing
never
badly
mind.
though.
Never mind. But anyway, there is a bit of a bright point to Call of
toddy.
Duty Prime where you had Basically, the only people who really had fun were the people who went there for the paintball, and that's because they were just, normal paintball people. They were there because there was paintball, and apparently it was cheaper than normal.
Oh.
But, they had fun, and, I guess that's what matters.
Fun is really what matters, but I can't see how it could even be appealing to be with real live Xbox Live gamers. I mean, in all honesty, I've never met someone through that was even slightly tolerable, because they're so competitive, and they're just game heavy, and
Well,
they're
hello,
set
Toddy.
on one game. Oh, hey Toddy. I've already said hey Toddy, but hey Toddy.
Hey, Toddy.
Hey.
Yes.
For instance, I had a friend who really, really liked Halo 3 in its heyday, and I didn't mind it then, but now looking back on it, I didn't talk because they weren't saying anything other than, like, excuse it, but teabag. My God.